DJ, you go crazy.
DJUTV, let them know who we got in the building.
Man, you got Academy Award-winning Frayser boy in the building with my guy Tom Ski Mask, straight up out of Memphis, Tennessee, man. Big Memphis around here. You know what it is.
Frayser boy, Tom Ski Mask, what y'all on, gang?
Everything, man. You know, had a show at the Social Club last night in West Chicago, so I had to come by and show y'all some love the next day while I was in the vicinity. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, appreciate that, bro. Blessings.
Man, big love.
Well, this interview was brought to you by the Beer Boss. You know, shout out to them folks over there. They're gonna be responsible for helping us keep our facial hair together. This you just helped us achieve a new milestone.
Yeah,
right
I heard, man.
DJUTV, man.
That's a big deal, man. I feel, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't never had nobody from Memphis on the couch.
Man, now you do, man. We good. We good in the hood, man.
Well, that's
we
what's
good
up,
in the
man.
hood. Yeah.
So tell us about where you from, Frayser boy, Memphis. You know, your upbringing, stuff like that.
Just I'm from a musical city, a talented city, man. We you know, a gutter city. You know, Memphis, Tennessee. I feel like it's our own planet. I don't even feel like Memphis is a part of Tennessee. We our own planet, cause we so different and grimy, and man, we operate different where we from, and it just where a lot of legends from, man. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to the 50s and the 60s, Al Green and, you know, Stax Records, and, you know, you can go back to Scarface, Al Capone, you can go back to Gangsta Pat, 3-6. I mean, we just unlimited talent, man, unlimited.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it just got in my blood, man.
Okay. But tell us about growing up in Memphis. You know,
growing up in Memphis, man.
You know.
I mean, it teach you a lot just growing up in Memphis, how to deal with the world moving forward. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you can make it in Memphis, you can make it anywhere. So it taught me a lot just being from there.
Okay.
And just like I say, man, it's a musical city, right. Real musical city, man. And it just got in me, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know when I first started with getting around 3-6. I didn't do music before that. It's just something they saw in me that they just believed in, and I just been doing it ever since. So just, like I said, it's in your blood. It's in your blood when you coming from Memphis, so it wasn't hard to catch up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. So you basically said like music was heavy. It was a heavy influence.
Yeah, heavy. Just coming from Memphis anyway. Like I say, it's just a talented city. A lot. People have talent in so many things, and music is just one of our biggest accomplishments when you come from Memphis. Like, it's a lot of singers, a lot of dancers, it's a lot of, and then we operate different from the rest of the world, so it makes us stick out.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course.
And I heard you just mention 3-6. You know, that was a group that you know, known across the whole world.
Yeah. I was blessed enough to. That's who I started with. And I think they kind of catapulted me into doing better because I started with some hard hitters. Right. There was already hard hitters when I joined them. How I got to them, rest in peace, Coop's the nigga. I met Coop in the projects where I'm from, Greenbrier and Frayser. And I just ended up going back and forth with him to the studio, man, and that's how I met Paul and Jay. And when I met Paul and Jay, I used to end up being in the studio on the daily, and you know what I'm saying? I used to do background hooks with them because of my voice. Like, you know, maybe Get Bug, and I used to join in to fill out the hooks. Mm-hmm. And I guess they took that from me doing that into my own solo artist voice of my own. And hey, man, they tried me on the chat. Murder She Spoke, her first album with Hypnotized, man, on the Posse song. And man, I've been edited ever since, so I've been doing this shit down there 20 years, man, just off that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, how old were you, you know, when all that was going on?
Then I kind of started late too. I was like maybe 25 when I started.
Okay.
And like I said, I just, you know how they say being in the right place at the right time? Mm-hmm. Kind of was that kind of situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us though the experience after that, you know what I'm saying? The whole 3-6 Mafia phase of your life.
Man, crazy. It was the biggest part of my life for us musically.
Right.
Just like I say, man, you around some hard hitters anyway, so you got to step up to the plate. And for them to believe in you like the way they did, and I didn't even do music, that was my confidence right there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And all the way up to writing an Oscar-winning song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to realize I wasn't doing this maybe 6-7 years before that to end up. The first song that I wrote for anybody else, it got nominated for Academy Award and won. So just think about this. So like I say, I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just going off strictly what somebody else went through, what I seen somebody go through, and that's how I approach music. And you know what I'm saying? It just became bigger than life.
And the song we talking about for the viewers, you know, it's the
It's Hard Out Here
for a Pimp.
Exactly.
Off the Hustle and Flow.
Right.
You know, y'all won an Oscar for that.
Yeah, man. Like I say, man, that was one of the most surreal moments for as I guess what I was doing when I got to that aspect of my career, man. I didn't know what was going on. It was just like everything I touched turned to gold, man, and I wasn't even trying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was scary, but it was eye-opening at the same time. You know what I'm saying? For me to move forward with it, just the nomination was enough. And then when we won them all, that was some different shit, bro.
Yeah.
That was some different shit.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Real talk.
You know, them type of events, you know, our kind don't really be at. You know
listen.
What I'm saying? Can't even imagine being in that room.
When we got the call for it, we didn't even know what an Oscar was.
Right.
We thinking Grammy, all kinds of other shit. We didn't realize it was the
Gold Man.
Mr. Gold Man. We didn't realize that when we were like, hold on, that's like the movie shit?
Right.
And then it's the biggest thing you can accomplish, movie or film or music. So you can't get no bigger than that. So for being my first award being that, I don't know where to go from here. I just keep working. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a high bar.
Yeah. When you set the bar that high off the top, I don't know what to expect after that. Mm-hmm. And then I did it virginally. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never wrote for anybody else, and the first thing I wrote was won it. So.
And so when you saw Taraji P. Henson on your big screen, so I was like, you know,
and then I didn't even know they were gonna do it like that. Like I was in the studio with them, teaching them how to deliver. Like I did the song first in my voice, and then they studied it, and you know they had to talk Memphis slang, so they had to get their slang right, and they just kept going over and over and over.
And you heard me how I call? I say, how far y'all away, man?
Yeah. So you know, yeah. So I think it came off well just by them being actors. So we really taught them how to say the main and all that kind of shit. And hey, man, it came across well. I guess it was an Oscar-winning song. So yeah.
Yeah. Not only is it an Oscar-winning song, but it's a classic. Definitely one of my favorites.
Right.
Hustle and Flows. I watched that movie like 2-3 times. You know what I mean? Back to back.
It's one of them.
But one of your classics is gone on that bed.
Yeah. See, a lot of folks, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of folks didn't know that before I did the album, I never had a mixtape. I never had no shit before that. That was my first recording.
Classic off top.
And we still talk about it today. See, that's what I'm saying. Like when I just was at the right place at the right time, and my story is so unique. It's like, well, how did that happen? That's how it happened. I just did it.
What I about to say? Because I understand when you say being at the right place at the right time, but tell us, how did you position yourself in that right place at the right time?
I don't know. I was just there. Like I say, I end up being cool with them, and when you're around DJ Paul and Juicy J and you watching them create the way they create, you can't do nothing but start. Even if you don't know how to rap, long as you know how to stay on beat, it's probably gonna come across and you become. And that's really what happens is watching them do what they do. Like once again, I'm gonna say this: I was not a rapper. I was in the streets, and I knew what content to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And that's. I just go by shit I saw or what my niggas or what people go through and use them real life situations and put it into my music, man. Like I didn't know how people was gonna accept it because I didn't know. Ain't nobody ever said they was a Frayser Boy fan until after that. And that was the first time I really did this shit. Yeah. And like I say, it's still overwhelming that people say that's like my best work ever. They don't even understand, like, nigga, I wasn't even a rapper. I just stayed on beat.
Yeah.
And that's how it came out.
Yeah.
And it's all real shit. So, ain't no fluke in it.
For sure.
That shit all from the heart.
One of my favorite songs off the tape or the album.
Mm-hmm.
It's called
Had to get them.
Hydro Weed.
Hydro Weed, damn.
Okay.
Hydro
And so when I was
weed,
listening to the
hydro
song, it made me think about the first time I ever smoked weed.
Yeah.
Which leads to this question. Do you remember the first time you ever smoked weed? Who you was with? Where you all was doing?
Man, I was on the.
How old you was?
I was probably about, I'd say about 12. Around 12, I was in elementary school. We were just in the hood. And my nigga had some a joint. And I hit the joint. Yeah, that was about the first. It was just in the hallway. Doing shit I wasn't supposed to do, drinking beer and shit.
At school?
No, in the hood, in the project where I'm from, Greenbrier. And just one of my little niggas had some weed he stole from his uncle. And it wasn't weed. Weed wasn't like the shit we got today, so it was just some.
Reggie Bush.
Yeah, and shit, man. And I always smoke weed, so that's what I do.
Yeah.
I smoke with the best of them, Wiz Khalifa, Snoop, all of them. And all them niggas, I'm back to back just like them. So that's what I do. I'm a smoker now.
Yeah. For sure.
Real talk.
But as far as the album name going off that Bay, right? Or going on that Bay. Bay.
That's another name for Frayser. And that's where I'm from. The reason we call it the Bay Area is because it's a high, we call Cocaine Bay. So it's a high trafficking cocaine area, and plus it's close to the water. So that's why we call it the Bay Area. Okay. It's the closest to the river. It's the hood closest to the river in Memphis. So that's why we call it the Bay.
So Frayser is a neighborhood in Memphis?
The name, yeah, it's right next to North Memphis.
Okay.
Where Pat from, but Frayser is more north than North Memphis. So it's just like an area in Memphis. We got, Cordova, we got Raleigh, we got East Memphis, we got West, you know what I'm saying? It's different areas. Mm-hmm. And Frayser's just the north of Memphis. Okay. But we call it the Bay Area because of other things. Okay. And then who gave the album that name? Project Pat was in prison. I finished the album. I couldn't think of a title for it. So we talking on the phone. He was in prison. He'll call the studio when he get his time. And I was like, bro, I'm having a hard time coming with a name for the album. And first he said, "Gone on that Bay." I said, "Hey, there you go."
So was you gone on that Bay at the time?
No, I never did cocaine personally, but that's what we known for. Okay. So that's the first thing that popped in the head, and I just rolled with it. And that's how we got the name.
So you weren't doing cocaine personally, but it was cocaine being done around.
There's cocaine everywhere in Memphis, of course. Yeah, I never was a cocaine head, but everybody around me did it. So that never really was my thing. You know what I'm saying? So.
Cause R.I.P. to Gangsta Boo.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Gangsta. Yeah, most of them, all of them did it now. Yeah. On the daily, look, you got motherfuckers like Lord Effingham around you. You know what time it is. Yeah. He take it there.
So how about this? How were you able to stay away?
I just did other things. That just wasn't my drug of choice. Right. I did other shit. You never tried it? I ain't gonna say that. Okay. It just wasn't my thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of an ex-pill mollier. Yeah. I wasn't no cocaine head. Yeah. That wasn't me.
For sure. Yeah. So look, when we think about 3 6 Mafia, we think about, of course, DJ Paul, Juicy J, Crunchy Black. You know what I'm saying? Out of all of the 3 6 Mafia family, matter of fact, can you list all of the 3 6 Mafia members throughout the years? Because I know it's several.
See, a lot of folks think 3 6 Mafia is everybody. 3 6 Mafia is DJ Paul, Juicy J, Coops the Nigga, Gangsta Boo, and Crunchy Black. Okay. And Lord Effingham. That's the original, them 3 6 Mafia. That's 3 6 Mafia. And the rest, we was Hypnotized Camp Posse members. We was just ACP, Hypnotized Camp Posse. You had, depending on how far you want to go back, when I was there, it was me, Lil White, Lil Chat. That was it, wasn't it? Goddamn. Right. When I was there, yeah.
But it was y'all plus those that you
and Project Pat. See, Project Pat won 3 6. Okay. See, we all was just solo artists on Hypnotized Mind. We was just the Posse members, and we was all solo artists. Yeah. And 3 6 was who I called out. Okay. See, a lot of folks thought 3 6 Mafia was everybody. Right. Nah, that's not everybody. That's a group.
So is it like Hypnotized Mind was like the big umbrella?
Yeah.
And everything kind of.
That's the label.
Right. Okay. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That was the record label.
Out of all the people, all the guys, all the artists who did you have the best relationship with?
I would say Crunchy.
Okay.
Maybe Crunchy. We get the time where I always mob off into our own shit and do our own thing. But you know, I had a good relationship with all of them. You know, I could talk to everybody. Back then, we was all 100 till we got a little older and went our separate ways. But I would say, because even though I got introduced to them by Coop, when I got around doing my music, Coop had left the group, so we really never was able to work with each other or be around each other on the label because he left when I came, which was weird to me. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But we never was on the label. Wasn't on the label at the same time, even though I was introduced by him to get to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I would say Crunchy. Yeah, we probably was the most tightest when we get somewhere and we'll link up together and go do our shit.
Yeah, he's saying like
Black my guy.
Be around.
Yeah, Black my guy. And
he also seemed like one of them niggas
and he gonna speak it. He ain't no cut, no none of this shit. He gonna say what he mean and mean what he say.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how I am. So I guess that's why we click.
And I'ma just throw this out there, just because you just mentioned his name, but like when I was getting prepared for this interview for you, you know what I'm saying, I was watching a lot of his interviews.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I said Country Black name. I can tell he's a very outspoken guy. You know what I'm saying?
He really not.
Cause I heard him say, he said, I'm gonna take what I want.
But he just got that way. Crunchy used to be, when we used to do the interviews, Crunchy's the nigga that used to sit in the back in the corner and let Paul and Juicy them handle it. He really just started getting talkative like that when he got on his own.
Right.
So this the most I really ever heard him talking really shit. No, he'll talk behind when we not on. He do his show, but he ain't gonna be the one leading the interview. You know what I'm saying? So he really showed a lot of growth where he talking on his own now, all by himself.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't Crunchy, but he more out there now. So yeah.
Well, can you take us back to Memphis and tell us the atmosphere right now? What I mean by that is, us being from Chicago, we just see what we see on the internet, TV. John Morant balling, but he also in the club waving his blicky. You feel?
That's that Memphis shit, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Then it's that thick air, man. It's like, I don't know, man. It's in the air, man. It's just some gangster shit. You get to Memphis, you just, goddamn, if you ain't gangster, you just feel gangster. It's just that kind of city. It's just gutter, grimy.
Yeah.
Though even the white people is gangster. You know what I'm saying? They talk like man, just like we do. You be like, God damn. So it's just in our blood down there, man. It's just like any other city. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Chicago and Memphis is the same. There's a lot of Memphis motherfuckers here, and there's a lot of Chicago motherfuckers there. You know what I'm saying? It's really like this is that city that's probably the closest thing to Memphis that's not in Memphis. So it's just like here, man. Y'all know how y'all are. We just the same way. Good food, thick holes, and you know how it go, man. Same thing.
I said I wasn't gonna say this on the interview, but I just gotta say it, man. Cause the last time I was in Memphis, a bitch tried to put a baby on me, man.
Welcome to Memphis.
She had me stressed for a long time.
Welcome to Memphis.
Not gonna lie. So if y'all see some crazy,
you come on, what you call it? You come on vacation and leave on probation. It's one of them cities right there.
Yeah.
Yo. So yeah, I can see that.
But then now on the music scene, Glorilla popping right now.
Yeah, that's Frayser girl.
That's Frayser girl.
I call her Frayser girl. She from Frayser.
Oh, okay.
So I'm Frayser boy. That's Frayser girl.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got it going on right now.
Yeah. Shout out to Glorilla, man. Glorilla doing her thing, man. She holding that Frayser shit down, man. You know what I'm saying? And then don't leave out my other girl, Juicy Fruit.
Okay.
I got a new record with her called Sneaky Link. She doing her thing. The women in Memphis is really coming up right now.
The women in the rap game, period.
What's her name? Glitter Gloss, and you got Aliza. You got K Carbon. You got they doing their thing now. They been doing their thing, but they is making some noise right now. So the women ain't bullshitting in Memphis. So just far as coming up artists, man, they is. Yeah, these niggas better watch out.
So when you look at what's going on in your city, right? You still carrying the torch in your own right. You know what I'm saying? you know, I feel like rap game. I mean, the hip hop industry is one of those industries where you feel like it's a young nigga sport.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, when you rock and roll, kids, they be 60, they still doing their thing. You feel me?
And
go ahead.
We still can. We that's kind of like where I'm at now. Like we still touring, but like when we do shows, they still want to hear that old shit.
Right.
So it's really the same thing. Like I said, we got a lot of new talent, but that old shit still make a lot of noise because that's what shaped everything moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, Memphis been a talented city for a long time, even before I was hearing about it. 8-Ball, MJG, you know, these niggas been out since the 90s.
Right.
Scarface, Al Capone, you know, real hard hitters.
Right.
And shit, man, like I say, it's just a talented city, so it seems like everybody can rap or sing when you coming out of Memphis or do something. Dance, gangster walk, juking, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? We just we operate different.
Yeah.
And when we deliver music, it come from the heart. You can feel it. You know what I'm saying? That's just always how we been there. Yeah. No cut, no chase. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to us about Bayday. Bayday 2.
Yeah, that's the new
you got
shit.
Bayday 3 on the way.
Yeah. I got Bayday 1 out through my guy Maceo with 6 Enterprise. We got Bayday 2 featuring Bayday 1 I got Corrupt on there. I got Stevie Stone. Bayday 2 I got a joint with Young Buck. A lot of gangster shit on there. And Bayday 3 it's gonna be woo. We got some shit coming, so you know, be on the lookout for that. I think when it's coming out, Mace. That nigga, he probably over there asleep. Coming soon, Bayday 3, so you know what I'm saying? Both of these are Bayday 1 and Bayday 2 is out on all streaming platforms right now, so you know, if y'all ain't got that, check that out. Bayday 3 on the way. I got, remember T-Rock. We got Bay to the A out already. It's on all streaming platforms. We got Bay to the A2 coming up next too. So we just got a lot of shit coming, man. I just want to let them know niggas still rocking and rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
The shit don't stop.
For sure. But overall, you know, with life, period, you know what I'm saying, outside of music, you know, we all wake up every morning, put our shoes on the same way, pull our pants up the same way. Right. I mean? What's some advice you can leave for the young black men that's watching DJUTV right now?
Man, just it's different times out here, man. Move different, and it ain't lame to stay out the way when you ain't got to be in the way. You know what I'm saying? Just like I say, man, you got to move different because it's different times these days, and follow your heart, follow your gut, and watch your ass. And keep shit in perspective, man. And I always look at both sides of the story, man. I always look at one thing, look at what make a motherfucker react the way they do, and just keep it simple, man. Don't do too much.
That's a fact. I felt that myself.
Yeah.
But Frayser boy, man, it's a blessing talking to you.
Man, it's love, man. Who with me, man. Thank y'all for having me, man. Thank y'all for having me, man. Like I said, I got my partner crying with me this time, Tom Ski Mask, man. You know what I'm saying? That's Memphis history. That's before me.
Hey, hold on. I got something for Tom Ski Mask.
Yeah.
I got something for him.
You better get you some fruities.
Oh, you told him.
He looking at it. He already knew. He like, oh.
Got something for Tom Ski Mask.
A big bag of them bitches.
Y'all see it this
We fucking them up on the way back to Memphis. We fucking them up.
all day.
Yeah.
Man, well, that's some love from Chicago to my Memphis folks, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Man, for sure. Well, Frayser boy, DJUTV.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Word T Productions, the Beard Boss. We out.
Salute. Big Memphis.
DJ, you go crazy.